Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back, man. Another great episode of the Man and Man Pod. Yours truly, Darius Butler, one half of the Man and Man Pod. We got my co-host, Antoine Bethea.
What it do?
And we got a very, very special guest joining us today, Miami Dolphins own. Our pick for the Defensive Player of the Year this year. Held it down for the DBs once again. Xavien Howard, man. Thank you for joining us.
Man, thank you guys, man.
No problem, man. Appreciate you, man. How you feeling,
So-
man?
I'm feeling great, man. I came out healthy. This is my second year playing 16 games. It's been a little long journey with injuries, though, but yeah, I made it my second year playing 16 games, so I'm proud of myself on that one.
Yeah, that's always a blessing, man. That was one of the first things I asked you. Did you come out clean? Whenever you play one of them seasons, man, it's tough. A lot of cats got to have surgery, fresh out, got to go through certain things. When you come out 16 straight, that's a blessing, man. You balled too, man. Balled wire to wire.
Yes. Yes, sir, man. Let's just jump into it. Definitely, pick back off what D-Bud said, man. Definitely, had a hell of a season, man, and being able to come out, injury free is the most important. But let's talk about your journey, man. From Texas, you know what I mean. When was that time where you was like, this is what I like to do as far as playing ball? And growing up, you played any other sports?
Yeah, I played basketball and ran track, but the crazy part, I was playing Little League football, and I just stopped playing I ended up falling in love with basketball, so I stopped playing football probably my third grade year, and I ain't started back playing until I say seventh grade. I was just in love with basketball during that time, and I just ended up playing basketball and football when I got to high school. Ended up going back out there my sophomore year, and it was from there. It was that, and, I ended up was playing quarterback a little bit. I ended up playing cornerback my senior year because I was playing both sides. Went to a little small high school, but it was known for basketball. So football, they wouldn't even worry about that. So we was playing both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Then what'd you say?
No, go ahead.
So then when I got to college, I ended up picking Baylor. I was a late qualifier, so I ended up having two colleges to pick from. It was Baylor and Texas. I ended up picking Baylor because of RG3 during that time. Then I played. So I thought I was going to be a quarterback at Baylor, but that ain't happened. So I ended up playing a little cornerback and just really learning how to play cornerback my red shirt freshman year. And it was from there I just got better, I say.
So going back to your high school, Wheatley High School, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm sure you know another great that was there who won the Defensive Player of the Year already in NFL, Lester Hayes.
Yeah, Lester Hayes, man.
So that's crazy to have that lineage, because I went to a high school which was pretty pretty new. I was the first Division I athlete actually from the high school. Played quarterback too. Thought I was gonna be a hooper too. Who was the guy you looked up to hooping, man?
Hooping, man. Everybody say LeBron James, man. I was kind of different. I liked it. I like Carmelo Anthony also, but LeBron James was during that time.
Melo, an instant bucket.
Yeah.
Facts.
Easy buckets.
Easy bucket. But anyway, yeah. So you get to Baylor, man. What was that transition like? Obviously, learning a new position. I played against RG3. I want to say his freshman year, when he was really just coming onto the scene. He was known as the Olympian in track. Y'all, one thing I knew about Baylor, y'all had speed, boy. Geddes, right, all type of cats. So what was that transition like?
The transition was interesting because I was coming in. When you come in as a freshman, you think you about to start and do all this and do that.
Real.
So when I came in, I knew it was gonna be hard for me because it was my first time really just playing cornerback. I ain't really just developed that skill yet just to play cornerback. I was used to playing quarterback or playing receiver. So that transition was hard because I had guys in front of me because I ain't started playing until my red shirt sophomore year.
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up playing probably 2 years after that, and I entered the draft though. But the transition, it was crazy though. Like you said, Baylor was known for speed, so just going against. I wasn't there with Kendall Wright, but going against Terrence Williams, Corey Coleman, KD Candy, and a guy named Antoine. It was fast guys, so they got me better, and we got each other better.
No, that's what's up, man. So obviously, like you said, in high school, you played majority quarterback, receiver. Like, who idea was it for you to, you know what I mean, transition the corner? Obviously, that receiver aspect, having good hands, good ball skills, it's just paying dividends now. But I'm pretty sure, like you said, going into college, your mindset might have, like you said, was on quarterback, might have been on offensive side of the ball. So who idea was it for you to change the corner?
Man, I got a coach named Coach Lewis, bro. He just was out here, man. He the realest coach I ever, man. Go everything. Like, he was one of them coaches. So he was just like, bro. First, he crushed my basketball dreams. He said, bro, you 5 years.
Yeah, I think everybody had that same story that come on here.
Fact, that's a fact.
Bro, crushed my basketball dreams. Then he crushed my quarterback dreams. He's like, bro, you're gonna be going to SWAC school or something like that, playing quarterback. Not about to go playing quarterback. So, you know, when he did that, you know, and get me to move to defense, because he had a little story, because he was telling me about, he had I forgot the cornerback. He played for Green Bay, 31. Last
Al
name
Harris.
Al Harris, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he played with Al Harris and at Kilgore, Division II, and he was like, man, bro, I'm faster than Al Harris, and I move better than stuff like that. But Al Harris was 6'2", and he was a big corner.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With that, he was like, man, you consider as a big corner. So when he was like, bro, I knew I had everything to beat him out, but I just couldn't beat him out because he was a lone corner, and that's something you can't teach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So when he ended up telling me that story, and I ended up just moving to cornerback, because I also had a cornerback, William Jackson from the Bengals. We both was at the same high school, but he was playing cornerback.
Oh, damn, that's what's up. He nice too.
Yeah, he played cornerback before me, so, you know, just seeing him and stuff like that, you know, and we could just competing against each other and just playing. You know, it's been great. You know, we was the only two corners that come out that went to D1 out of Wheatley High School. So it was history after that.
That's what's up.
Hell yeah. So what was that? That was your high school coach?
Yeah, my high school coach.
Yeah, man. Them high school coaches be clutch, man. They be key.
They be knowing it. You know what I'm saying? Because shit, because I had a same high school coach. He was my history teacher. I love ball. Hey, bro, ain't too many 5'9", 5'10" ball players in, and if it is, they dropping 40 a night in high school, and I won't nowhere near that. So he was like, you gotta focus on that ball, on that football. But that's real though. We need people like that. You know what I mean? That's able to give us some honest opinions, regardless of how it's gonna make us feel. And have our best interests at hand. So we definitely got to salute those people in our lives.
For sure.
Already, man. I love it that y'all still in contact. I'm still in contact with my guy. He was a high school coach, and he was a security guard too at the time. But he actually coached my little brother at Akron too. Oh, no. But hell yeah. So you say you waited till your redshirt sophomore year to play. Now for a lot of people, I know that's a long time. My redshirt freshman, I felt like that was forever. So once you got on that field, like at what point did you know, all right, like this league shit, like I'm good, I'm ready for this?
For the college or for
yeah, I'm saying when did you really start to know, okay, I'm ready, I can make that jump to the league, I'm feeling myself on this college level, I'm dominant, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Like when did you, I guess, really have that? I feel like we always got something that clicks where it's like, all right, like I know what time it is. Yeah,
I say when I came in the game probably my redshirt freshman year, I say, and I end up catching an interception against a team, Buffalo. That's when they had back during that time. They was nice. They came down in players, and I had an older guy in front of me. In my head, I'm like, bro, I did better than the old guy. They end up playing better than him, but they end up he bring him back in, you know, as a senior and stuff like that. And I guess they just want me to just take his position like that because, you know, he had a dream to go to the NFL also. Though. But I say my sophomore year, I end up that was really beginning of my season of just like, damn, I can play in the college level right now, and I'm doing decent. So then my redshirt junior year, I had 5 interceptions. I'm like, bro, they not about to throw the ball no more next year. This still get easy. I'm like, man, I'm about to go ahead and burn out. Even though Baylor wasn't known for cornerbacks coming out, they was known for receivers going first round and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I ended up turning my grade in to see where I was at. You know, they told me I was going to go 5th round, and I just had a gut feeling, and I just had a mindset. I'm like, man, I'm gonna get it out the mud, no matter what round I go. And I ended up going 2nd round, and you know, it was from there. You know, I just like, bro, just trust your gut feeling, just believe in yourself.
Yeah. So shoot, man, you talk about going 2nd round. Like, how was that pre-draft process for you? You know, obviously you say you asked to see what your grade was. You got a 5th round grade. How was it leading up to the draft for you? You know, obviously you was hearing different things. Was it a situation like you was like, man, fuck it, I'm gonna do me? Or did you have, when you did get that 5th round grade, was it any time during that time you were like, you know what, I'm gonna go back to school?
But you know, AB, when you send in and get that paperwork though, they always send you a grade like a round or 2 later than you're gonna go to try to, you know, they try to keep people in school. I did the same thing. They told me the same thing. So, and I actually went back, scared my ass, but so it came out. So yeah,
that's how the college do, man. Like, they don't because, man, shit, you bringing money to their university, so they gonna try to do whatever to keep you there. I had a mindset. I'm like, man, shit, I made it this far. You know, I come from the hood, so I'm like, man, I bet it on myself. I always win. So with they having that mindset, I'm like, man, if I end up declaring, I can't look back. So this is the only choice. It went up B or nothing. This plan A, this gotta work. And I'm gonna make it. So with that whole process, man, I just was enjoying it, even though, man, mentally and physically, man, that whole process, man, it gets you. With just traveling team to team, just everything, man. And my coaches always tell me, man, just enjoy the process. Everybody ain't got this opportunity to go through this. And, you know, I just enjoyed that. And, you know, I just kept a strong mindset, man. Like, no matter what, man, I'm gonna get it out the mud.
I respect it.
Yeah. So what teams going into that draft? You know, that draft is nerve-wracking, man. What teams did you feel like you was gonna end up with? And then how did it all play out on draft day?
Man, I had a good look, but I thought I was gonna go to the Steelers, man. Steelers though, bro. It was draft night, you know. I think it was the Steelers or the Kansas City. I think it was number 25. Because my agent ended up telling me, he was like, you probably go late 1st round, early 2nd round. So, you know, everybody got that dream, want to go 1st round. That's the goal, right? It didn't happen though, but when I seen teams like, I think I was the 6th cornerback taken that night. That day. So, you know, I had the guys go in front of me, Jalen, Eli, I think it was Eli, then it was Hargrave, then it was William Jackson, my buddy, and then it was Artie Burns. So I seen the Steelers, because Will was like, he gonna go to the Steelers, so the Steelers about to get him. But I think the Bengals had the pick before them. Picking them up, and the Steelers ended up getting Artie Burns. So I'm like, okay, they got him. So I'm like, man, well, I'm about to go to Kansas City. That Kansas City moved back. I say, oh, hell no. So I think it was, when I seen that, I forgot who else was on there. I think it was the Cleveland. I think it was probably the last one. And, you know, they didn't make that move. So the next day, for round 2, round 2, I got up that morning. I ended up working out with Footwork King that morning to get a list. I'm like, man, I'm about to go work. And I was like, I'm gonna go work and I'm gonna watch the draft later. So I ended up watching the draft later. I seen Titans. I remember the Titans ain't like me because they say I ain't like the tackle. So I knew the Titans weren't gonna get me. They had like 3 rounds in the 2nd round. So I think they ended up picking
Adore Jackson.
No, I was 16. I think Dory was 17. I think it was a DN from Clemson. They ended up picking him. Odds or something like that. So I'm like, okay, they about to get me probably 42 or something like that. Then I end up seeing Miami. Miami ended up calling me 38 pick. That was when I had to wait for the 38 pick. So they ended up calling me. My whole draft experience at the Dolphins, so soon I came off the plane, I think I went to Tampa. Then I went to Miami. So soon I got the plane, I was already tired.
Mm-hmm.
I came to Miami. I'm like, man, I want to take my ass home. I'm done with these flying.
Yeah.
Soon I got off, I talked to the coach. The coach like he felt like I didn't want to be there. So
Mm-hmm.
he already damn near cussed me out type shit. I'm like, bro, the hell?
So you like, I know the Dolphins ain't
I
gonna
know.
draft me.
What
Right.
cussed me out? Talking about oh, we got to go meet some guys and stuff like that, just talking and shit like that. I'm like, bro, yeah. Then I told my age. I'm like, bro, that fucking Miami trip was bullshit. They called me that day and they was like, I heard you and like I visit. I say, no, I love y'all visit. So they tell me talking about welcome to Miami and stuff like that. We're gonna select you in the draft. And that was a team that believed in me, man. And I'm with the Dolphins. So that's a blessing, bro.
No, for sure. For sure. Always a blessing. Able to get that phone call. I don't care what round it is. You know what I mean? Just getting that opportunity and that chance, man, to one, live out a childhood dream, but then for two, like you said, coming from where you come from, man, being able to make a powerful impact not only in your family but in your community as well. So salute to that as always.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's big time right there. So you get there. And is it everything you thought it was gonna be as far as the NFL, as far as playing and meetings, locker room? How was that shit? That transition?
It was, I feel like when you're in college, you thinking of the league like, man, they about to be this, you about to have this and have that. Man, soon I got there, I'm like, bro, this straight business. Grown man's in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Soon I came in, I had that was my first time meeting Byron Maxwell. I was watching him in college and stuff like that. So it was the first time meeting him. But it was one guy that stuck with me that I was like, damn. It was Cam Wake.
Yeah.
My first time there, shit, I'm doing training camp. He didn't say nothing to me until I made a play. When I caught a play, that's the only time he said something to me. And I was like, all right, bet. Because I was trying to, you coming in, you trying to get the respect from the OGs that been in the stuff. So, when I got the respect from him, that I think that ended up boosting up my confidence then. So that's when I started, I finished training camp. I got injured on the play. I had my lateral meniscus. Break before you get the little month off, before you had to go back.
Yeah.
So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, okay, this is my first time having a little money in my pocket. I'm about to go back to Houston, a little month, chill, vibe, and do stuff like that. That was cut short due to the injuries, bro. I'm at the facility.
Straight treatment.
All day.
Doing treatment. And, man, I always told Rashard Jones, because it was his first time coming back, because he was trying to hold out a little bit. So he came back, and we was on the fade ball with Devontae Parker. So I was trying to play on the ball. He came and undercut me. And that was my first time being injured from there. And, I end up rehabbing and stuff like that. I played in, I think, the 4th preseason game to see where I was at. And, I ended up starting the first 5 games. And I ended up starting the first 5 games. End up tearing my lateral meniscus again on the same knee at practice on a 101 jump ball with Fields. Yeah. So then my first game coming back was the B Marshall game.
Yeah, he commented on your post yesterday. I definitely want to talk about that.
Yeah, man. That was 2016. So the team was rolling and stuff like that. Byron Maxwell and Tony Lip, man, they playing well and stuff like that. So my mindset coming in, I'm like, damn, I don't want to mess nothing up. This is my second injury. I played in the first 5 games, but I feel like I ain't really just developed that time because it was so early and wasn't really much I feel like I was doing to help the team win though.
Yeah.
My mindset coming in, the first time when we played B Marshall, he had a flag in his pocket during the game, bro. And it's like he was really like taunting Byron Maxwell, like every time he'll hold him or something like that, he'll throw the flag on some shit. I'm like, man, what he doing? So, bro, that whole game was like crazy though, bro. Then so we ended up playing them in New York. So we playing them, and Byron Maxwell ended up getting hurt. My whole mind, I wouldn't even think about playing because I'm like, bro, I just came off an injury. They playing well, and I'm like, shit, I wasn't expecting to play that game. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
the little reps, but I ended up playing like damn near 3/4. So, you know, coming in that mindset, I knew they were going to try me.
Mm-hmm.
Off the rip.
Yeah, off the rip. Then I was on B. Marshall, so I'm like, okay, this big-ass dude, strong, this and that. Then,
He was coming off 15-yard season, too.
man, he was snapping. And
Mm-hmm.
he had my my college quarterback, Bryce Petty. So I'm like, I already know they about to try me, dog.
Yeah.
So soon I come in, you know, he do his little pull through and
Pull through. Yeah.
that pull through crazy. He did his little pull through and I think he did like a little comeback. I ended up breaking the ball. So I'm like, okay, I'm out here now. I ain't got no
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
They tried me probably 2 times on the fade. He did his pull through again. I think it was I think the ball was short. I don't think it was short. I think it was I ended up making a play on the ball though. I ended up down and got a PBU. So they was third time they tried me on the fade. He did his pull through and you know the ball was short and I ended up just smacking the ball down. You know the sideline was excited and everything. We over here. I'm gaining my confidence. I'm like, bruh, I came off an injury and came back. I'm feeling myself like, oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Out here making plays, beat Marsh, locking this shit up. Let's go.
Yeah, big legend, man. I'm like this my time to shine. Because you know, when you're a young boy and you play against talent like that, you know you're doing well because you know they're gonna boost your ego and they're gonna get you like ready for the league. And it's like I'm trying to name off B. Marshall. Just now, like young guys play against me, they gonna try to make a name off me also.
For sure.
Facts.
So, you know, just having that mindset and like, man, that helped me out a little. Helped me out just coming back into just gaining my confidence.
I'm sure. I ask you. We always ask, you know, cats, you know, come on the show. Like, what was that moment when you got to the league? Like that rookie year moment. Like, welcome to the league moment. Like, you know, regardless if it was good or it was bad, but what was that moment for you? Like, oh shit, like this, it's real out here,
Bruh, my welcome to the league moment. The next game we played Buffalo. I had Sammy Watkins.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, you know, we playing the Buffalo. It's cold as hell. He had turf shoes on, bro. What hell is this with turf shoes on?
That feels out there frozen, probably.
and turf shoes be looking like boots out there.
Yeah, but
Cadillac.
snapping, working. Like I had my best form against B. Marshall, but the next game I'm like, God damn, I ain't performing well at all.
Yeah.
Best of me, and you know, I always remember that. Just you know, that welcome to the lead. I'm like, God damn, like he being physical and he fast as hell too. So that was something, you know, that give a lot of receivers, a lot of cornerbacks a hard time, especially they physical and fast.
Yeah.
Run some routes. So you know, that was my welcome to the league, and you know, just having that mindset, like every time somebody feel like got the best of them, you know, next time I see him, it's up there.
Gotta get him. Gotta get that get back. That's the realest thing about being in the league. Really, is just that, you know, consistency. It ain't like college. Like college, you may see, you know, 2 or 3 dogs that's really like that throughout the year. But in the league, like you said, it's B. Marsh, it's Sammy Watkins, it's somebody else, it's a quarterback. You know, every week,
week in, week out.
So a lot of young cats that I talk to, really coming in, really don't know how to prepare for that. You mentioned Footwork King, working with Footwork King in the off season. What was like your off seasons like? You know, getting to after you went through that rookie year, now going into your second year, your third, fourth, fifth year. What was those off seasons like for you?
I ended up you know, I was working with Footwork King also, but I ended up staying out here because you know, I was after every season, damn near gotta get something fixed. So, you know, I stayed out here and started working with Chad Wilson. Yeah, DB out here, All Eyes DB and Florida.
Yeah. That's my former teammate Pops, Quincy Pops.
Yeah.
Yep.
He know it. He's a smart dude, man. Then he played cornerback also. So just learning from him and just picking his brain. I feel like that's when I came off my third year when I had a Pro Bowl year working with him. But I say my second year, you know, you in the lead and you thinking doing drills every day, this and that. I ain't know how to recover during that time. You know, I'm going all out after the season. I take I'm going back doing drills, cutting and this and that. But that wasn't really smart what to do because shit, we playing 6 months, we cutting and doing this and doing that. That's
Yeah.
my body. So, I just
Yeah.
learned how to recover. I say my 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 fourth year, I say that's when I end up my fourth year when I end up getting paid, and I end up having I think I had lateral meniscus.
Mm-hmm.
Up my I knew it was a lingering injury, but I just ain't want to put that right after I got paid. Then be like, damn, he got to get surgery. He ain't even get to perform after that.
Yeah.
But shoot, like who was that OG in the locker room, man, that you kind of looked up to or came up to you, put their arm around you and kind of showed you the ropes and showed you the way?
Rashard Jones, man. He taught me the business side of it, and he taught me, man. He used to always tell me, he was like, bro, man, go get the ball. And that's one thing he preached to me, like, bro, you in position, just make a play on the ball. Because during the time, I'm in position, but I wasn't making a play on the ball.
Mm-hmm.
But when I got that mindset and just started making plays on the ball, I gained that confidence, just kept doing it from there. And he taught me the business side of it also, because it's both sides of in the NFL. You got to see.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a big part of it. And before we move on, got to shout out Adam too. Adam told me you one of the complete athletes down there at System 8. Be working with him. I know he be big on the recovery and shit like that. So shout out to Adam too. But going to get that ball. Talking about getting that ball. So your first Pro Bowl year, I think you tied the league lead with interceptions with 7, I believe. Then obviously you led the league this year with 10. First corner to crack that 10-piece since Crow.
Yeah.
Did you know that was a milestone out there that hadn't been hit for a while? And what was your thought process week in, week out? Because it felt like, I think it was a 5-6 week stretch. You had one like every week. What was that like?
My mindset with that, man, I had ended up writing goals on the wall though. So that was on my mirror. That was 10 interception. Like my third year when I end up tying the league with 7. I end up playing in like 12 games. I end up missing the last 4 games because of the knee surgery I had.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I left a lot of stuff on the field. I feel like I could have ended up getting a lot of interceptions than I did and finish the league with 7. The next year, I put them goals on the mirror and I made them bigger. And I was more like, this is what I really want to do. Study just saying I want to do this and do that. I end up first team All-Pro, defense player of the year, 10 interceptions. I was being more precise about it, like really just. Yeah. I wasn't thinking it was the goal was gonna be. I feel like if you set a limit to yourself, I say if you put the goals like stuff you can reach, that's easy. But I end up raising the bar and I end up accomplishing some of the stuff right now. I'm just checking off the list now. Interception, man. How defense is, man. They force the ball my way. So people's like, man, why they throwing the ball his way? And he got this many interceptions. Shit, they forced the ball my way, and I just made a play on the ball.
Man, talk about that zone though, shit. Because I know I was in AZ. You had me like a stretch. It was like 3 games in a row where I got a pick. So that 4th game, I'm like, shit, I know it's coming. Like, pause. I'm like, you get in that zone. Like every time you walk out there, it's like, yo, I know I'm gonna walk away with one this game. You know what I mean? So right. for you to have 10, I think it was one point we was on the show. When I came on the show, I was like, yeah, like. Xavien Howard got like 4 or 5, and D Butler like shit. He got like 7, and that was just like in a week span. So just talk about like that zone. Like you probably got like 5 picks at this time, 6 picks. Just talk about how you feeling when you going into the game. Like yo, I know another one is coming, or I mean, tell the listeners, man, how it feel when you in that zone.
Man, when you're in that zone, man, it's I feel like I feel like if I didn't get an interception that game, I feel like I ain't have a good game. So being in that zone and just like, man, I don't care if dude do this or do that. I'm going for that ball. And that's mainly my mind. You're gonna get beat in the league, but I'm like, if you worry about getting beat, man, you can't make a play on the ball. Just having that talent just to look back and find the ball, because a lot of cornerbacks can't just look back and find the ball, and they end up panicking.
Yeah.
And I pride myself on, because I'm like, bro, I play receiver, so I'm not gonna panic. I can find the ball. I got some good ball skills. So, and I just say just turn around and just find the ball, even though it might sound like a little numb, like not much, like it's easy to do. It's really hard to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is, and especially working with even young corner, and that's good that you had that experience. Not only that receiver experience, I think basketball helped a lot of corner. The best corners I know, almost all of them got basketball experience, and so I don't know whether it's the footwork or being comfortable finding and tracking and locating that ball, but you definitely do that at the highest level right now. It's always talk about, and we've been talking about Carson Wentz, for instance. Carson Wentz, a guy get drafted at the quarterback position too. That's kind of like we spoke about the business side. That kind of like the writing on the wall a lot of times. So this offseason, the Dolphins went and paid Byron Jones, my UConn guy. They went and drafted a corner in the first round. And I know for some guys, you look at A-Rod, they drafted a quarterback in the first round. He turned up, had an MVP season. I look at your situation, it's like, shit, you turned up and had pretty much a defensive MVP season. What's that mindset like? Especially, being in year 5 already paid, but now you got these other guys get paid and get drafted at your position. Did that have any effect on your mindset, or you locked in the zone?
For sure it did. I had the big surgery, coming off of that big surgery. The business side of it, they got to bring somebody in that's reliable.
Mm-hmm.
Just in case my knee don't hold up, they draft the first round also.
Yep.
So I feel like it was a slap in the face. I feel like that added fuel to the fire. It just made me go harder. But on the time, my mindset was like, bro, like I said, I'm gonna get it out the mud, my back against the wall. Every time I bet on myself, I perform and do something well. So I wasn't really tripping on it.
Yeah.
Like, man, that's added fuel to the fire. And I did what I did. Each week in and week out, I'm like, man, I'm gonna make them pay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Double,
right?
I like that though, man. It's different cats that's built different. For some guys, it happening and they gonna crumble. But if you really know and you bet on yourself, that cream always gonna rise to the top. So I love to watch that shit. Watching it from the sideline, because I know the business side of it and what goes on. Antoine, as you get up, you start watching that draft different. You watch free agency different. So it's like, oh, all right, that's a bet. I know throughout my career, I've seen a bunch of cats drafted or signed to kind of take my role or take my position. But yeah, I love that shit. We love that shit on this show.
Yeah, and they try to replace you. They getting younger and younger, bigger, faster. So you got to stick to your plan, what you believe in, and count on yourself. Though even though it's a business side of it, you just got to do what you got to take your time while you're here. You got to perform well, and you got to do your job.
Yeah. I like that mantra though. Bet on yourself. That don't sound familiar.
That's good. That's my dog.
But nah, I'm gonna send you some though. Off air, man. I'm gonna get your address. I wrote a book, Bet on Yourself, man. I'm gonna send that to you. But definitely, I love that mantra, man. So we kind of talked about it earlier. I think DB mentioned it, man. We kind of gave out our awards earlier as far as regular season awards, and we both got you as the defensive MVP. Now, how do you feel? Do you think you're deserving of that? You think it's going to be a tough sliding, just because a lot of times you do see these the rushers typically get it. Last year, Gilmore was able to win the award. How you feel you in a good position as far as winning this award?
I feel like the lead, man. You got the politics side of it too. So I feel like, man, just coming off my injury and just having a year like I had, and I feel like I had a better year than Gilmore had last year. So with him, my mindset, I'm like, shit, I got it.
Yeah.
TJ Watts over here, 15 sacks. He doing everything.
Mm-hmm.
You always got Aaron Donald. He the LeBron James of football. I say, people he always winning awards. So it's nothing new. It's like, what else can he do?
Yeah.
With just knowing all that on the table and, the politics side of it, I think I deserve it, though. But, I'm also in Miami also. Everybody don't know about Miami. So I feel like we get over.
Big football market.
Mm-hmm.
Like you get overlooked. out here in Miami because it's not a big football market like that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
do something crazy to get recognized. So
yeah.
Shit, you did something crazy.
Picks, 10 picks. Like,
but
I
recognize you do something crazy. But if I just had like a 3-4, you know, some guy do 3 and 4, probably have 1 pick. You know, they get all the recognition and stuff like that because they on a big market. You know, like I said, man, you gotta do something crazy to do it. So, you know, with that, all that on the table, man, I feel like I deserve it, and I feel like I worked hard, and I put a hell of a season up this year.
Nah, you definitely did. I try to tell people how hard it is to get 10 picks. You know what I mean? Like, you got to think about like a. Say it again.
I feel like getting picks harder than getting sacks, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
No question. Because shit, you rushing it every time it's a pass play. You rushing the passer, so you got to attempt to get a sack. You know what I mean? You got a chance to get a sack. Whereas them picks, man, you might have a quarterback throw your way 5 times a game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So to be able to get 10 picks in a 16-game season, shit.
Yeah.
Like,
and we know the game too. If you watch the game, it ain't like he was out there catching a bunch of, you know, tips, overthrows, bullshit. Like he was
one hand jump.
Yeah, he was going out there getting things against some, you know, obviously some A1 talent. But
we playing and covers.
Yeah.
Zero and May. And that's another thing I think I was talking to somebody about it, just as far as you know, what style of defense would I run? I'm like, you know, a lot of my defenses, I would have my DBs being able to see the quarterback so they can kind of react on the ball. Whereas, like you said, like a lot of times, man-to-man zero coverage, shit, sometimes you ain't getting picks. You might get some breakups, you know what I mean, where your back is to the ball, and you know, out there, shit, y'all run a lot of man. So to be able to get 10 picks in that situation, shoot, that's legit.
If they don't give it to you, we gonna make up a damn trophy and send it to you.
Hey,
send it right along with that book.
Hey, already.
Yeah, I need that.
Yeah. Already, we got you, man. All right, so the playoffs, man. The playoffs here. Obviously, we're in the divisional round now. You know, moving on. You guys saw obviously a lot of these quarterbacks, a lot of these teams that's still in it. Josh Allen being one of them, man. That was my guy, my team, my pick going into the playoffs. They were kind of the hottest team. Who you think gonna be gonna make it to that bowl down there in Tampa?
Man, I got the Bills going all the way, man. They got a hell of an offense. You know, they got a solid defense also. So, you know, all 3 phases they good, man. You know, with that Josh Allen, Diggs, and Brown, you know, they got some weapons over there, bro. I feel like I picked them to win the Super Bowl. I ain't lying.
Who you got on the NFC side? Oh,
yeah. They got it though.
You said the Saints?
No, I say they got it. I say even though they're in my conference, I ain't want to say that, but the Bills.
They got that. They got that smoke right now. Who? What about on the other side, NFC? I got Green Bay. Yeah, that's the same matchup I got.
I got Kansas City and Green Bay.
Kansas City and Green Bay.
Yeah,
the Bills beat Kansas City now.
Yeah, they did. I just shit. Like you said, the Bills they rolling right now. You know, their offense is rolling. Even though they should have lost this past week, man. Our coach, man, they fumbled on that. But like I said, I got KC, man. I got KC, and I got Green Bay. Regardless of if it's KC or Buffalo, I think it's going to be a good matchup either way.
Right.
That's a fact, man. Who was your toughest matchups this year? I know you had a great year, but it's the league, so I know you had some tough guys. All these top dog receivers you was lined up against, man. Who was some of your tougher matchups?
I feel like a guy that a lot of people sleep on. I feel like Jared Judy, bro. He gonna be solid. Like I feel like his speed and his route run. Us playing cornerback, it's an art though, but when you meet guys that's fast and can run routes, it's a matchup that you got that you be like, God damn, I got to be on point.
Yeah.
People think playing cornerback, it don't matter what guy you face. If you don't use the right technique, you can get beaten any time. So he was one of them. Keenan Allen, tough also. He ain't got that much like a speedster like that, but he still crazy.
Route running,
I feel like it was them two, Yeah, I feel like most of the guys that run routes and just got that can get open. That's give me a little tough battle.
That A1 route game.
Yeah, sure. We're gonna jump in some of these questions, man. One question right here: your favorite interception in your career thus far?
It got to be that one hand, man. The one hand that just put a statement on it.
Mahomes.
Yeah, Mahomes. Then you got to do Mahomes. Even though I had 2 against Tom Brady, I feel like that one hand pick set it off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nah, that joint was tough.
That shit was nice. Who asked that question? Got to give
It was at JM. He got 03356477719. Right. Mike Jones. But nah, shout out, man. Shout out to you for asking that question.
Facts. Next one, we got at Jack_N. Which wide receiver talks the most shit?
Which receiver talk the most, man? I feel like receivers don't really talk to me that much though, because when I'm playing, I ain't really saying much to you, and if you saying something, I'm talking to you. But I feel like it was DeAndre Hopkins. He was who I played this year that was talking the most shit though.
Yeah. Hop definitely be out there rapping. I respect this game though. Hop, when he was in Houston, we played against him a lot, obviously in the same division. But every week he was out there every down. You know, wasn't no tapping out, wasn't no subbing out. He out there every down. You hit him, he getting back up. You gonna chirp a little bit. But yeah, I agree with that. Wasn't too many receivers who talk like Ocho.
Ocho, yeah.
I wish you'd have came across him in his heyday, boy.
Ocho, Steve Smith. I seen Steve Smith talk bad to some boys, man. Hold on, Slum. You ain't gonna talk to my guy like that.
My rookie year, we played against Steve Smith, and you know, in that meeting, I wasn't playing. I was injured. So doing that, they was like, "Man, don't try to talk. Don't talk."
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Really like that.
Yeah, Smitty was like that.
Like
that.
Yeah.
He was gonna back it up though. He was gonna back it up, but he played, you know, obviously he was small. I feel like Smitty had a little bit of little man syndrome.
Little man syndrome. Nah, not a little bit. He had a lot of that.
But he played like he was 6'5", 250. I remember
for sure.
We played against Pat Peterson his first game of his rookie year. That boy got up in the team meeting Saturday night. Hey, man, I'm about to go out here and baptize this boy, man. He went out there, had about 200. Damn. Pat P ran one back 96 on us though to win the game though, so he got his get back.
Yeah. I seen him talk crazy to one of my teammates. I ain't gonna call his name out, but shit, we playing, and Steve Smith caught the route. It was like a crossing route. He turned it up on the sideline. Buddy came and tried to hit him on the sideline, and Steve Smith ain't moved. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So he threw the ball at the ref. Looked at my man. Was like, little boy, you gotta go get your daddy. His big boys out. I'm like, hold on, Slim. Like, we ain't calling nobody no little boys out here. But
hey, Smitty was different, boy.
Yeah. Sure. We got another question from IG. Fans flashback. What legend cornerback would you compare your play style to?
Damn. That's kind of hard because I pick like what different corners what they good at, man. I like Pat Peterson. I feel like, man, he a freak at his position, and I know he did some great things. Patrick Peters is one of my guys, and I like that. I feel like I'm leaning a little Champ Bailey.
Champ Bailey.
Ooh.
That's a great one.
Champ kind of slept on, man. When they talk about the all-time greats, like I feel like he's top 3, 4 ever, bro. The way he used to get that ball, like you said, that's the biggest part of your game. Finally get that ball, like Champ,
bro. And for his height, for him to just like stop on a dime, like I used to like him and Darrell Reeves, but his stopping on a dime was so crazy, bro.
He did it at a high level for a long time.
Most Pro Bowls.
Yeah, long time.
Mm-hmm.
Played the league.
Shit. He might have had like 15, 14.
I know he made 12 Pro Bowls. And just like you, he played both ways. He played both ways in college.
He might
have had a little bit in the league, actually. But yeah, he
did. He played both ways sometimes in the league.
Yeah, but I pick and choose my cornerback. Like I just learned different stuff from it. Like I like Richard Sherman. Patrick Peterson, Darrell Rivas. Who else? I like to leave also.
Yeah, to lead. Game changer.
Yeah, for sure.
To lead was a game. I'm gonna ask you one non-football. Owens _view. J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Drake.
I'm a Drake, man. I mess with Drake, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drake, he this generation's GOAT.
Yeah, he don't miss.
Anything he drop, he going to play.
Yeah, he don't miss.
Especially out there in H-Town. I know y'all rock with him out there.
Yeah. Even though he took that L against my guy from VA, Pusha, though.
Come on, man.
Hey, what's up?
Pusha slept on, though. Pusha T nice, though, man.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, he come with it every time.
Man, for sure.
That's a fact. We got Tyler Hancock 5. Why are you number 25? How'd you get that number?
I picked 25 because it was only 2 jerseys to pick from. It was 21 and 25. So, 21 they had Brent Grimes. I ain't want to just what he did for the Dolphins. I ain't want to just put that pressure on me. I'm like, man, I'm gonna build my own empire on my own. What number? I just picking 25. Even though I didn't like it, I'm like, man, fuck it, I'm gonna rock with it.
Shit's you now.
Yeah, fact.
Yeah, it's you now.
It's young kids out here rocking 25 now because of you.
Yeah, that's how I felt with 41. I'm like, man, this shit stank as hell.
41 swag.
Yeah.
Bro, I seen 41. I'm like, bro, he got 41 on. But when we really started like just seeing a lot of people with 41 with I think Roger Cromartie had it too. So that's what swag to me, dog.
Yeah, I kind of feel like I kind of set that off. You know what I'm saying? Like
pioneer that.
Like Lorenzo Neal had it. You know what I mean? Before, playing the fullback.
Yeah.
And then Terrence Newman had it.
Yeah. That's what I think.
T New had it. But like you said, if you could get a number, obviously some numbers at certain positions, they definitely coming at your ass. You know what I'm saying? My one of our boys was on here. His rookie year, he played corner. He had 49. Hey, shout out to my guy JP, but that 49 at corner, you might get up out of that quick because they coming at you every play.
Soon you get in.
Yeah, no question.
Yeah. Eugene Robinson had that 4-1 too?
Yeah.
Yeah. I had some ballers with that. But yeah, man, you got anything else?
No.
You got anything going on off the field? You want us to pub or?
Yeah, off the field, man. Well, off the field, I've just been like learning, just trying to educate myself, trying to invest and stuff like that. So that's been my main thing this off season because people in the league, they really, it's time consuming. I meeting yesterday with Carlo Boozer about a Popeyes franchise. So I'm trying to get into that, and trying to make my money, make some money, man. Because
hell yeah,
league, man, it's not for long. So,
not for long, yeah.
A lot of guys have trouble with that transition from the league to in the real world. I want to make sure I nip that in the bud right now, so I ain't got to worry about that, and I can just find myself doing something.
Nah, for sure, man. And then you doing something that I really didn't do. I kind of started a little bit later in my career, just as far as focusing after football and what I can do off the field. You know what I mean? So what I would tell you, just continue to do that. Educate yourself. Get around some really good people, some real good, knowledgeable people. Obviously, you're doing that, and this is the perfect time to do it. Year after year 5, say you play 10 years in the league, and after each off season, you learn some shit. When your time is done, man, you can just have a great, smooth transition to the real world, man. So salute to what you're doing, bro.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. You starting early. You already ahead of the game, man. You know what I mean? I'm mastering your first craft. Obviously got paid, but now it's about making that shit work for you, like you said, man. When you ain't got to get up and sweat and make it work. So, AB, you out on a business trip right now?
Yeah.
Tap in with us too, man. Whatever we can do to help, man. We definitely want to cultivate them type of relationships with people, man. Because the more that's doing it, the more young kids see it. And they know, all right, X, not only is he balling on the field, but he handling his business off the field. So that's what's up, man.
Right. You want to take that vacation after the season, man. Be a long season. You want to take that vacation. So you can do that, man. But you got to make sure what your money doing also, man. Because, you got people out there that's not really for you, and they trying to get some stuff out you, see what they can do, but trying to benefit off. So you just make sure you have a tight circle, clear a lot of people out.
Yes, sir, for sure.
Got to, man. That's a word. That's a great one to end it on, man. Appreciate you again, man.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Hey, I like this podcast, man. I've been thinking about starting one, man. I like just to be on here, just talk to other guys that play in the league, see what they doing, and just really just speak up on stuff that's going on in this world, man. I like that, bro.
Nah, appreciate it.
Do it, man. Especially like AB said, we started doing things later on in our career. The earlier you do it, obviously the bigger your name, that jersey's still on. You're gonna have all every opportunity, every door open for you. So man, start that shit, man.
Yeah.
I definitely be tapped in and maintain your ownership.
Yeah.
Let nobody cut you a check and say, let me get 50%. Nah, keep all your IP, man. That's for everybody out there.
And keep your shit.
Appreciate that, man.
Yes, sir.
Already, bro. Appreciate you.
Be safe, bro. And there you have it. Another episode of the Man to Man Pod. Had a special guest, the Man to Man Pod's Defensive Player of the Year, Xavien Howard. Appreciate you again, bro. Keep doing what you're doing. Hell of a season. Keep growing off the field as well. Tell a friend and tell a friend as always. Subscribe to Man to Man Pod. I'm Antoine Bethea, my co-host Darius Butler.
Yes, sir.
We out.